Hi,
Hello,
welcome back to We Just Want to Talk
the
podcast.
Christmas edition.
Yes, it's gonna fall on Christmas, so it's Christmas, like a Christmas episode. We're gonna
Uh-huh.
talk about when Tegan and Sara had like Christmas. They had three technically Christmas songs, so we're gonna talk about them. And then because of one of the songs is "Make You Mind This Season" from the movie Happiest Season, which is a Christmas movie or a holiday movie.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about like Tegan and Sara placement in media in addition to the Christmas stuff. But first, let me introduce Marley.
Hello.
She's with us today. Do you want to give us an introduction of yourself? If you are a sider or a teamer, and your favorite song, and how did you become a fan?
Okay. Hello. I'm Marley.
Second
I'm
half of
famous.
Marby.
Yes, the Mar of Marby, not to be confused with Mar Miriam. um, I'm famously neither a teamer nor a sider. I refuse to choose. Debbie likes to try to make me choose regularly, but I refuse. So that's just me.
She's a teamer.
All right. All right. Anyway.
Secretly a cider, I know.
It depends on the day.
Teamer.
Depends on the day. Uh,
Uh-huh.
my, I guess my fan origin story um, also started in the pandemic, like Debbie's. Um, I was just on oh no, sorry, it was before the pandemic, but
It was before, yeah.
It's
it
hey, I'm just
It
like you.
became
When
it
you
like
found
it escalated during the
it's
pandemic.
when you
yes,
found the book, right?
yes, it
Why do I
escalated
know your story?
a lot. Because I've told it 500 times.
No, just
But yeah,
once.
I saw an ad on Instagram for the book High School, and I'm from outside of Toronto in Canada. And there's a thing in Canada where Canadian artists are like promoted on the radio a lot. So like pretty much any Canadian musician, Canadians know who they are, even if they're not really a fan, because there's like an incentive. Radios have to play a certain percentage of Canadian artists. So I knew who Tegan and Sara were like well, not my whole life, but for a long time, and knew like the really popular songs, but I never really knew that much about them. And so anyway, I saw this ad on Instagram for the book High School, and I thought that looks interesting. So I just pre-ordered it. This was in the summer before it came out, and then it came out, and I went and picked it up. And there's another side story about when I picked it up, but we'll come back to that. And then I read it. It was Thanksgiving in 2019, Thanksgiving weekend, because I read it all in the same weekend. And I just lost my mind. I was like, I need to know more. Tell me more, give me more. So then I just started getting into the other music, and I looked up. I was like, I wonder if they're coming to Toronto anytime soon, and they were coming that week on the Friday. So I just bought tickets and I went, and so I saw my first
Lucky?
yeah, I saw my first Tegan and Sara show like 3 days after becoming a fan.
Wow.
um, which is wild when I think about it now, because I remember them playing songs there that I didn't know yet because I hadn't gotten that deep into the discography. Like
Okay.
they played Call It Off, and I was like, I don't know this song,
Wow.
which is funny to think about now.
Now you
Oh,
have a
yes.
tattoo
So this is the book.
for Call It Off.
The book, I have several copies of it, but this is the actual book that I picked up at the store that day. And the man at the store was like, "Oh, you just missed them. They were here doing a book signing and reading yesterday." And I was like, "Oh, that's okay. I'm not really a fan. I just thought the book looked interesting. Like, I'm not sad I missed it."
Tegan and Sara who?
Yeah. So that now is devastating.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was, I guess, in the fall of 2019. And then it wasn't until the next fall, like almost a year later, that I decided to make a Stan Twitter account, because I was like annoying everyone in my life talking about Tegan and Sara all the time, and no one got it. And so I started looking on Twitter to
Same.
see if there was other people that were talking about them. And then I found lots of people and I started following them. But I felt like shy to interact from my personal Twitter account. So I was like, okay, it's time to make a Stan Twitter account. And then I did, and then here we are.
Nice.
That's the
Should
story.
we mention that we went to see them on tour for Crybaby, you and I?
Have you mentioned it before?
No.
Okay, Debbie and I went and we saw, well, we were supposed to see 6 shows of the Crybaby tour. 1 got canceled. So we saw 5 shows and we were on a road trip for a week in October. It was awesome.
It was awesome, yeah. We should do this again.
Yes.
I also want to mention Kenzie, she's with us. She's gonna edit the episode. She's in the chat, so if she has anything to add, she's gonna send messages. A lot of things from this episode are from her website, teganandsaraarchive.com. Go check it out. She has like a list of literally every Tegan and Sara placement in media. So I'm gonna be using that. Do you have that on the website, Kenzie? Like the list, the document?
The one
I
that
don't know if
has
she's
all the
it's
it's
in the
linked on the
extras.
extras page. It's
Yeah,
linked
if
on the
anyone wants
extras
to
page.
check it
Okay.
out, it will be over there. We don't have any Tegan and Sara news because our last recording was like 2 days ago. They don't have anything new. They did post on Substack yesterday, so that was, and they posted an Instagram 12 minutes ago also. But it was just like
Yeah.
like
Pictures
an
you've
end
seen.
of year, yeah, pictures. Okay, should we start talking about their Christmas songs? They have
Yeah.
3. 2 of them are
I only
covers.
remember 2. How are they 3? Okay, enlighten me.
There's one. Let
I
me open the
suck when it comes to
website.
this department
I
of
have it
covers.
open.
I can open it.
So it's actually it's a lot of artists. It's a song from, I think it was a charity. They did it for charity. Like if you bought the song, the money would go to charity. The song is called Do They Know It's Christmas? And it's with a bunch of artists. The cover,
Haven't heard
if
it.
I don't
if I
think I
show
have
you,
either.
no, they have like 2 lines on the song. It's not like I'm just mentioning it because it was for
I
Christmas.
mean, yeah.
If I show you the
It's in
cover,
the
you
group.
might remember.
Wasn't there one with a like chipmunk voice? I don't know.
Yes,
That's the other one.
that's the second one. That's
Uh-huh.
from an album that has more songs. This one, I think it was just the one song. It's this one.
I don't know it.
They have
Doesn't
like
ring
2
a bell.
lines. I listened to it last night.
When did
Because
they
I
make
also,
this? I'm sorry, when did they make this? Was
let me
it
check.
17, 16, 18? Because if so, it makes a lot of sense why I haven't heard it.
Doesn't say. Let me see. There's a link for YouTube. 13 years ago,
What?
2009.
Okay,
Christmas.
here's the thing. Yeah, I don't usually like look for holiday music for
Yeah.
several reasons. Yeah. So I guess
And they
that
also
makes sense.
have the
Yeah.
Chipmunk one.
I
It's a
like this one.
vinyl. Yeah, the song is Christmas Don't Be Late. Ted is on it, and also their mom Sonia is on it. It's a really funny song. They have like they put their voices in chipmunk tune. I don't know how to say that, but it's funny. And they did it live in 2016. I think they sing it.
What? When did this
Yeah,
happen?
it was a Coca-Cola thing or something.
The fuck? Where was I?
I don't know. It was funny. If I find it, maybe I'll link it too.
Yeah, I don't remember
So,
that
and
as
then
well.
the last one is, of course, Make Your Mind This Season
I love
from
this
the
one.
movie
Yeah.
Happiest Season movie by Clea Duvall, who also directed
Stars.
High School.
Kristen Stewart and Audrey Plaza.
Yes. And the other girl who no one likes because she was
Mackenzie Davis.
yes.
No
Because she was
hate.
really shitty in the
No
movie.
hate.
Yeah.
No
her
hate.
person-
No, I love Mackenzie Davis. I just forgot
No,
her name.
I love her, but like the character was just too intense, and
Yeah.
everyone was like, why can't she ends up with Aubrey Plaza instead of Mackenzie Davis.
It's
So
whenever I remember Audrey Plaza. I remember when I said to Sarah on, was it Where Does the Good Grow? It's like make Audrey Plaza play your mom on
oh
high
yeah,
school,
high
and she was like,
school.
no, Audrey Plaza is hot. My mom cannot be hot. And then they got Kobe.
Make it make sense.
I felt really offended. Like she attacked me. I'm just kidding. No.
Okay, I have a list of songs that were placed in media. We can just talk about them, and I don't know,
Mm.
like if
The
we should say our
covers?
favorite or no. They
Well,
did
I
two
wanted to say
covers.
about sorry.
Go ahead.
About Make You Mine this season was like the first song, the first new song that came out since I became a fan, and I was so excited. And everyone on Twitter was so excited, and because it was the first like new song in a while too.
Yeah.
Because like hey, just like you had come
Yeah.
out, but it was older.
I don't think I was talking to you guys
Yeah,
when
no,
it
it
came
wasn't
out.
until a little
Yes.
bit
You
later.
were liking
Oh,
things
we
only.
all came together because Blake
Happiest season.
did a live, and then we watched Happiest Season together. Oh my God, that's so true.
Yeah, the song came out before the movie though. It was near Halloween, because I was at home like staying at my mom's house, and it came out like I think it was kind of a surprise, or it was a surprise to me anyway. Maybe because I wasn't as invested then, but I just was at my mom's house playing it like on a loop, and my sister got so mad at me. She was like, "It's
Aw.
Halloween! Stop playing Christmas songs!" And I was like, "But you don't get it. This is
You
the
don't
new
get it.
Tegan and Sarah song."
It's a new Tegan and Sara
It
song, and it's a
came.
queer Christmas, like a Christmas song.
Yeah.
Wait,
This
it
is like
came on Halloween in
iconic.
October?
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
they released the song in October, but the movie came out I think in the middle of November, but the song came out first.
Did they post it on Instagram? Because I can check like the dates that they released. Well, I can just check
Yeah,
the
they
Tegan and
did
Sara
post
archive.
the performance, I guess, but I don't know if
Yeah,
they
and then
still
there were
have it because
performances too, because then that was like we got a lot of new
There were
friends.
two
Sarah did some
performances.
cleaning up. Yeah, Sarah
Oh
did some cleaning
yeah.
up last year
Yeah, they
at
played it
this
on
time.
like the Kelly Clarkson show, and I think another show, like another talk show.
That is
The
true.
Today Show.
Yeah, and then they released those videos of them just playing it, and that was like the first time we saw Georgia was in
Oh
the
yeah.
video of them playing it.
Oh, yeah,
Tegan's
that's so
dog.
cute.
They did two
Yeah.
recordings, one like slow on the piano, and then one
Okay,
with
I'm
more
I'm
of
On the
looking.
guitar with the, how do you call it?
the
bells?
jingle bells. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, I remember that. It was so
Yeah,
good.
and that was like right at the beginning of like when I was making like Tegan and Sarah friends, and so that's just that song always reminds me of that time,
True.
and it's
Let me
iconic because
check if,
it's like so queer and so
and it was the
Christmassy. Like
first time we saw them like performing something since pandemic started. Yeah.
yeah,
I remember the lipstick. Sarah
yeah,
was
Oh,
wearing
the lipstick.
lipstick.
Wow,
Yeah.
she looks good.
So
Yeah.
many falling stars.
Oh, here it is with Kelly Clarkson.
New film, Happiest Season.
Did she interview them? Or was just the performance?
I forgot.
I forget too.
I forgot.
But yeah, that's
trying to
it.
see if-
It's attached to an important story of like our friendship was when Happiest Season came out. A lot of people wanted to watch it because Clea Duvall, Kristen Stewart, Aubrey Plaza.
And it
like,
wasn't out.
come on.
Like it wasn't out. I think it was only out in the US.
Yeah,
So that's
that was
why,
it. So
yeah. So that's why we
yeah,
came
it wasn't
together to
available
watch
to
it because
stream in Canada right away, and maybe in Europe too. I forget, but it was premiering on I think
and Tegan
Hulu,
came
maybe?
on the Zoom
Yeah, it
for
was
like for
premiering
5 minutes.
on a streaming service that we didn't have, and so we were trying to figure out like people were just tweeting out like where can we watch it? Does someone have this? I think it was Hulu. Yeah, it was Hulu. Does anyone have Hulu? Like, could we do a Zoom and someone shares their screen so everyone can watch it? Because I think only Americans had access to it. So then it became this whole big thing where we planned this Zoom to watch Happiest Season, and we invited Tegan, and she showed up,
Mhm.
which was wild. We had like just started the movie. We played like 2 minutes of it, and then she like popped in. She was like, "Oh hi, sorry I'm late." And everyone was freaking out, and we paused the movie, and she talked with us for like I don't know, a couple minutes, there was like, I think like 40 people on watching the movie together, something like that. 30 something anyway.
I wasn't there. That's all I
You weren't
remember.
there?
No, I
Was it too late
hadn't.
for you?
No, I hadn't been like told or invited. I don't know. I
It was all
forgot.
like
It was
on Twitter.
it
There was
was
no
invited
like
on
group
Twitter,
chat.
like anyone
I don't
could
know. I had
join.
grad school. I didn't know about it.
Oh,
I
you
was in
weren't
grad
like
school.
you weren't online as much. I'm trying to find
Yeah, and that
a
was
post on
too much
Instagram
for me
about
that
Make Your
year.
Mind Decision, but there isn't any. I think they deleted it.
Yeah, probably archived. I know it was in October though, because I remember my sister being mad about Halloween.
Yeah, it goes from October 4th, like one of the posts is from October 4th, and then it goes December 6th, and then
Yeah.
December 26th. So I think if they had um if they had it on Instagram, it's not there anymore.
Yeah. It was around the time of Halloween 2020.
Yeah. Okay, so that was when they were on Happiest Season. Their music has been placed in like many movies and TV shows. There's the whole list on the website, the Kansas website. Signature Archive in the extras page if you want to check it out. So I'm gonna mention like the most relevant ones. My number was placed in Sweet November. I've never seen the movie. I think is it only in the credits? Do we
I've
know?
seen it, but I don't remember my number in it. I've seen it many times, but I was young. I
Mm,
was very, very young when I
Sweet
saw it.
November?
Uh-huh. My
Oh,
mom always watched it.
I don't
So,
know that movie. They had Time Running in one of the Scooby-Doo episodes.
I know that, and I've seen that, but I didn't know it was Tegan and Sara.
I didn't know that until you sent that document earlier.
No, I didn't know. Like back in the days when I was young, I didn't know it was Time Running by Tegan and Sara. I just
Yeah.
knew the song, but then I linked
Kansas
it.
had that. It was on the soundtrack, but maybe not on the movie itself, which happened with Shudder to Think. It's like a is it a
Dallas Buyers Club.
bonus? Yeah, is that a bonus track from Heartthrob?
I don't know. I haven't yeah, but I haven't watched the movie, but I remember when this came out, and I really loved that song.
But yeah,
Me too.
it's not on the movie either, it's just in the soundtrack.
Mm.
Like My Number in Sweet November. Then Time Running on the Scooby-Doo episode. They had a bunch of songs in Grey's Anatomy.
I think that's
I
the
also
biggest.
haven't. Yeah, I think
Yeah, Grey's
that's
Anatomy. Yeah.
yeah. Did you guys watch it?
No.
No,
Me
no.
neither.
Don't tell Britta.
My
Oh my gosh.
students beg me to watch it. They're like, they
Yeah.
have a Tegan and Sarah song in there. I'm like, one. They have many, a bunch, honey, but I'm not
They
gonna
have
watch that.
yeah.
No.
There's a list also of all the songs that they have.
Yeah, I know
They
that like
have
that gained like
go
a
ahead.
lot of people, like they got a lot of attention from a lot of people from the Grey's Anatomy stuff. I know because I've heard people talk about it, but I've never seen it.
Don't have the time or the energy,
Yeah,
honestly.
so many seasons.
It's too many
Big
seasons.
commitment.
That's true. Do they have other like? Do they have Tegan and Sarah songs in other seasons or just like the earlier ones?
Earlier ones, but I think where does the good go? It's in the last season. It plays again in the previous season, like latest one, because they have a memory. They remember. Chasing Cars by Snow Patrol and or whatever his name or their name, I don't know.
Yeah.
And where does the good go?
I'm pulling up the list 1 second for Grey's Anatomy.
Okay, so Kinsey says
Mostly
mostly earlier,
earlier.
but also like season 10, season 13, there is also some covers of TNS songs in the show. Oh,
Oh yeah, here we go. So most of them are season 1, and then there's one in season 2, season 3, 4, 8, 10, and 13. So I guess they like
13 is the
have
last
they
one,
have
right?
I don't
I
know.
thought they were on like 17.
Yeah, I feel like they have a lot, but they do have they did
19.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Holy shit. What the fuck? That's as old as, I don't know,
yeah. No,
people who
but
are
the
19.
last I don't know now if it's the last season or the second last, but there was a
They
cover.
did
An
play
artist
Where
did a
Does the Good
cover
Go?
of Where Does the Good Where Does the Good Go?
Because it was a
That's
flashback in my
true.
memory, blah blah. I remember that it was on Twitter. That's why I remember
Yeah,
it.
and all of the songs are from So Jealous, but they have I saw one, I think Not Tonight. Yeah, Not
Oh, I love
Tonight
Not
from If
Tonight.
It Was You, Call It Off. Every other one
From the
was
con.
from yeah, from the con, and every other one was from So Jealous. Um, so I'm gonna mention the L Word first because the other ones are like last. So the L Word, they were on the
Love
show,
Type Thing.
Love
And
Type
they
Thing.
sang
Yeah.
when
Yeah,
Dana was
With Dana's
Dana
tripping balls.
and
yeah.
Dana and Shane go to a concert to watch
Yeah.
Tegan and
Oh
Sara, and then
God,
they
that was
did you watch
wasn't
that in
that a
like
sad
real time
episode?
life? Like, were you no? What year was that? 2005?
I watched the L Word in 2000 and I watched it
Six?
twice. No,
No,
3 times. So first time
2006.
was 2000. No, I was young, 2006. I didn't even know anything about myself. Um, no,
I
I watched it in 2000 and was it 12 or
I
13? I
watched
forgot.
mhm. I watched the L Word in
Recommendation from someone.
2020 in December because
No,
it was
it's a thing.
because we won
I watched
when
the first
we
episode. I was like,
became
ew, no, I'm
friends.
not gonna watch that. It shocked
The
me.
L Word,
It
I do
shocked,
remember.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it shocked me. I was like, hell no, I'm not gonna watch that. Why are you making me watch it? And she was like, watch it, watch it. And I
How old were
watched it,
you?
and then I was 19. Call me. I know, I was very
Yeah.
innocent.
I watched it also in 2020 for the first time. I finished it just before you started it, or maybe you started it, Debbie, when I was like on the last
I
season
think
or something like
I
that.
think you know what we did? We watched. I think we watched. I mean, separately we watched the L Word, and then we watched the first season of the Generation Q together. I think,
I think
or
first
something
season
like that.
separately, but second and now third we're watching together too. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I watched
but it
it
was
with my
around the
best
same
friend
time though.
happening right now.
later.
And
No, I
Closer
watched
was
it again.
placed, and they
In
have Closer
Gen Q, yeah.
twice in Gen Q
Yeah,
because
I
it's like
only watched
it's
season one on GenQ, only season one, and a bit of season two, and I stopped watching it. I was watching it with my friend, the same friend I watched it with again. She's
yeah.
my best friend,
Well, to be honest,
and
Generation Q is just like
It's so messy.
so
I
messy and like
couldn't.
you're just anxious the whole
No,
time. It's I feel like it's not
And
yeah,
Debbie and
enjoyable.
I,
Like it is enjoyable because of all of the drama, but I'm tense the whole time. I'm like, why is this
yeah, if you
happening?
look at the like
Get
transcript of
together,
mine and
get it
Debbie's
together.
conversation watching Generation Q, we're just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Are
yeah.
you allowed to swear
And
on
you
this?
know what? I like my shows with a plot, honestly, more than nudity. I'm gonna say that.
The L
It's
Word is
like
like the same plot over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
it's just people
Like do
getting
something
pregnant and
different.
then giving birth and then Jenny and then
Not that many people give birth.
that's all I
No, it's
remember.
just people cheating on each other and getting with
Yeah.
other
Look,
people,
I
and then
was so
it's just
shocked.
like
You have no idea. This person told me to like watch the L Word. You should watch the L Word. And I was just like, I haven't like I wasn't big on shows and I was out of high school, at university, just, um getting to know everything and everyone and blah blah, whatever. And I played the episode and there was when what's her name? She finds that she's pregnant or she's ovulating or whatever. That's the first episode. Tina, is that her
Tina.
name? I forgot. And that yeah. I was like, okay, whatever. And then like the nudity that I was like, hell no.
Yeah,
it's
there is
I'm not
yeah.
gonna
full
watch that.
frontal episode
It's
one.
very explicit.
Yeah. But then I watched like in the
But
same year, it came guess what came on?
but your
Orange is
friend
the New
didn't give you
Black.
any like heads up about it at all.
It's
Just
the
told
friend.
you to watch it. Didn't really.
Yeah. You know which
Wow.
friend? You
No,
know
I
which
know, but
friend?
like maybe they told you like, oh, actually you should watch it, but just so you know, there's a lot of nudity or whatever. Because like when I tell people to watch Euphoria, for example, I do give them a heads up
Yeah, I don't.
because
Yeah,
it's like
yeah, she's
people
not
are
that
not
kind of
prepared.
person who
I see.
isn't who prepares me. Yeah.
I see. Well,
Mhm.
I
um,
knew that I watched the first like original L Word. Yeah, same time as like when Happy Season was coming. It was all fall 2020 was what a time for me. But I knew that the Tegan and Sara cameo was coming because I had seen people talking about it on Twitter,
No,
but I
that's
didn't.
the
I just
thing. I
didn't
watched the
know
cameo
when.
first, so I already
Yeah.
knew what happened before
But I
I
didn't
watched
know
it.
when, and I was so confused because I didn't realize it was like a flashback because it happens like
It's a flashback, yeah.
later. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
flashback, and so like it was kind of getting past, or no, it was like I don't know if it's a spoiler alert that Dana. We know what happens to Dana, and so then when that happens, I was like, but I never saw Tegan and Sara.
Yeah, no, I knew it was a
What
flashback.
happened? It's a flashback, and
Yeah.
God, the way I cried, the way I bawled for
Yeah.
hours, and I just like,
Aw.
how could you make me want? And I cried,
No,
I cried.
I knew that
for
happened.
days.
So I was prepared for when
No,
it
I was
happened.
so shocked. God, don't even remind me. And when I watched the second time, I cried again.
Aw.
Yeah.
I tried to post a
I just
clip
remember being
on
so confused because I was like, I swear Dana is in that clip, and now like if Dana is not going to be in the show anymore, like
Me
when
too.
did they cut that scene? Like I want to see it.
Yeah, me
Is
too.
it out of the show
Because
anymore? Why would they cut it? Yeah. I
it
tried
didn't
to
make
post
sense to me.
that clip on TikTok, but I think because the song is not available outside of Canada, it's only on Canada's Spotify for some reason. They cut the audio. So maybe I should
Yeah.
try again. Post it because it's so people can, I don't know, watch it.
Yeah.
The Lego movie.
Of course. I guess maybe that's the biggest one. I said that Grey's Anatomy was, but maybe Lego Movie is bigger. I don't know.
The biggest,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we like
reach the
I
most
wonder-
people, I mean.
for sure. The Lego movie, the song is not theirs; it's just their voice. We were actually, I think, last time, right, Mariam? We were wondering if, because the song was nominated for an Oscar, and they played the song at the Oscars 2015. So we were wondering if the song had won, would Tegan and Sara go on stage to receive the prize, or just the writer of the song?
Yeah.
I don't
Like,
know.
Mackenzie, will you
normally
help us with that?
Maybe
we would have to look at like whoever did win. Like, did the performer go, or just the composer, or we can find it.
Yeah, I don't either. Like,
Nobody does.
I'll look
plus
it up.
award shows, I don't give a shit. So
I
don't
feel
know
like it's
either.
everybody involved, but I don't know.
I feel like
I don't know.
I feel the same because we were like, oh, they were nominated for a Grammy and an Oscars, and then we were like, wait, but the song is not there, so were they nominated? Like, are they considered nominees? Like, I don't know, because the song, they performed the song, but we don't know if they were nominees. You know what I mean? For the Oscars. But
It just
the
shows
song is
Billie
in the Lego
Eilish
movie.
right now, but I guess
Song
she
is
wrote
called.
it. Sorry.
Song. It's okay. Go ahead.
The pictures I'm seeing show like the artists, but I don't know if those artists also wrote the song. Like one's Billie
Maybe
Eilish,
someone
one's Lady
comment
Gaga.
below. Help us. We
Yeah,
don't
comment
know.
below if you know the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
please.
tweet at us.
But it shows like Billie Eilish and her brother, and like they write together, right? So like maybe he was the producer or something, and she was the artist, and they're both there. So I don't know.
Yeah, Kenzie
They
said
would
in the chat that they weren't nominated, but they might have been
I've been on stage
on
for the
stage to,
acceptance.
like, yeah, with the people
Yeah.
that were nominated. Yeah.
We'll never
So
know.
the song
I
is
guess we'll
called
never know.
"Everything Is Awesome," and they perform it with The Lonely Island.
And now there's a trend on TikTok that makes fun of the song.
True.
How
But
everything's
it's not the
not
Tegan
awesome.
and Sarah version. In the
Not the
audio.
Tegan and Sara version. I think the actual artist.
The actual
I
version.
think
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to just mention the other ones that they like. I feel like they're relevant to mention. There was a short movie called "It Remains Unsaid" that they have two songs from, like, I think they were recorded when they were recording Sainthood, and the songs were in this. I don't know if they were on the short, like in the short movie, or just the soundtrack. Has Passed and Prodigy. Is that how you say that?
Mm-hmm.
The two
Prodigy?
songs, Prodigy and Has Passed, are the songs on the short film.
Have I
It
ever
Remains
listened to
Unsaid.
Prodigy? I don't remember listening to Prodigy
I
ever.
don't think
Maybe
I
I have. I don't know.
Probably, just not a lot because
Now it
it's
shows how
nowhere
much
to
I
be
suck.
found. Like it's not in any platforms or anything. I think you can find it on YouTube probably. Let me just pull up the
Yeah, I
website
listened to Has
to show
Passed.
you the cover.
It's just very very quiet. It's very slow
Here.
as well. No, it's very fast. I don't know, I forgot.
So this is the short.
I remember
The
this. I remember
the
this. Yeah. I haven't seen
director
the
is
thing.
I think the director directed Get Along. Is that what it is, Kenzie?
Mm.
One of the movies for Get Along. Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't the
So
people, no? Okay, no, that's one of them. Yeah.
The India movie from Get Along,
Mm.
it's the same director, and I'm gonna not say their name correctly. Eleanor Svoboda? I don't know.
Roosevelt.
Right here. The
Svoboda, yeah.
director. Yeah, of the short. And two of their songs are in it from Sainthood, but like bonus tracks. Um, so that's cool. I've never seen the short. I don't think it's available anywhere, but their songs were on it. They were on Tales of Two City Bad Ones. Remember,
I
Marley,
wanted
you
to
were
talk about that one, yeah, because that was again like same time. Like I watched Tales of the City. I forget when it came out. Like I watched it a couple years, I think, after it came out. It was like early pandemic, like lockdown time, and I was just at home like looking for something to watch on Netflix, and it was recommended like in the queer section or whatever. And I was just watching it because I love Elliot Page, and then Bad Ones came on, and I was like, wah, wah! I wasn't
I remember
expecting that one, and I
the
was so
same thing happened to
excited.
me because it's like at the beginning of the episode, they go like,
Yeah,
"Wait, what a minute, I know this."
yeah,
It was
I was
amazing.
so excited.
Yeah, same. Um, though they have a song called, well, it's not their song. Someone wrote it. Don't Find Another Love. It's one of my favorites. I'm so sad that they
I
didn't
love
write
it.
it. I love that song so much.
Bad Ones is I love Bad Ones. I have to say this, but I haven't watched Tales of the City. But Don't Find Another Love. I remember I got stuck on it for a while. It's the
Yeah, it's
heartthrob
in the
era.
movie. It's in the movie Endless Love.
Endless
It's
Love.
like I
Yeah, I
really,
haven't
really
seen
like
that.
that song. I haven't seen the movie either, and I don't
Yeah.
know if it's on the movie or the soundtrack, just like the other ones. I'm not sure, but I love that song so much.
I think it's on the
Um,
movie.
I don't know. I haven't seen it. There's a movie by director Clea Duvall called The Intervention. They have so Sarah did the sound
The score.
The
the
score.
score, the score for the movie, and they have so on Candy's website, two songs are listed: Fade Out and Blue and Pink.
I
Fade
haven't heard
Out.
any of them, and I haven't seen the movie. No comment.
I haven't seen the movie either. I think actually we should get together and watch it one day.
Yeah,
We should next
yeah.
movie. Next movie that we watch together should be that one because I haven't seen it either, and I think that's crazy. Like, how come?
Hmm.
And I want to watch it. I think it's because I probably didn't because I don't have whatever platform is on it. I don't have it, I don't think. So I'm gonna
Yeah, I
check
don't
that
as
out.
well.
Actually, we should watch it. I did listen to Fade Out. I like it, but Blue and Pink, I have the feeling it's just like instrumental.
Yeah, I
Is
think
that
it's
what it is,
instrumental.
Kenzie?
I would have known.
Yeah, just instrumental. So I don't know
Yeah,
exactly
yeah,
what
yeah.
that song is.
Okay, so it makes sense.
Yeah. And the last one I have on my list is, oh, I have other two, but they're covers. The one I have on my list is Faded Like a
Full
Feeling.
to Cry. Oh, wait, that's first.
Which one is
How
Full to
is
Cry?
you said they're covers and I jumped to Full to Cry?
Which one is Full to
Ah,
Cry?
it's like I was a fool. I'm not gonna sing it. That's not what different. That's on Girls. It came on Girls. It's like I don't know. She says Daddy in it. I guess
Oh, on
Sarah calls
Girls.
herself Daddy. Is
Full
that
to
that's
Cry by the
the
Rolling
one?
Stones. Okay, got it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, but before that, they have Faded Like a Feeling from
Okay.
Cry Baby. It's like the last,
We watched Crush, yeah, together.
yeah, on the movie Crush.
Mm.
That was great. Faded Like a Feeling is on it. And
That was
it
so
was
fun
on
too
the,
because it was like a teaser of another Crybaby song before the album came out. So
Yeah, that's why we watched the
exactly.
movie. That's why we were so
yeah,
excited for it, just to hear the
yeah,
song. So,
just to hear like
wow.
10 seconds of it in the movie.
Exactly. And then they
Yeah.
have two covers on Girls and High School. They did Today by Smashing Pumpkins on
Oh, I
High
love
School.
Today. I wish
Yeah,
I have it on like
amazing. And they have
yeah,
What's the Time by
Spotify.
Rolling Stones on Girls, the TV show. They have other stuff. They have like, I'll show you the list really quickly. So all of this is there's songs
I'm
in
reading
Place
from
and
this
Media.
the short list that you told me about.
Yeah, I did a short
Oh
list
God,
because
it's the
and like
same.
Kenzie has here, she also has video games like
They've been on The
wait,
Sims, haven't they? They've been on The Sims. That's
Oh
what I
yeah,
know.
they
that's
have
true.
a that's so
Stuff
true. They
Desire.
Stuff Desire
Love
is on
Desire.
The Sims. They did a version in
Simlish.
Simlish.
And
I hate it.
Yeah, it's so funny.
I hate
I
it.
I I love to play The Sims, and so how you hear it is to make your sim put the radio on pop music, and then it just play. There's like I don't know, maybe a dozen songs on like the pop radio station, and so you don't know when it's gonna come. Like you can't pick the song; the radio is just playing, and it will come on
Yeah.
eventually. So
I
I
think
always
that's
have
a
the
really
pop.
great idea. It's just like so weird to listen to. It's like
Yeah.
my ears
So
are
I
like
always put the pop radio on, and then when it comes on, I just like make my sim stand there and dance, and then I'm like right there, and I like turn
yeah,
the volume all the way up,
yeah,
bopping to Stop Desire in Simlish.
yeah. Kenzie
Kenzie
said
says
that.
yes. I force my Sims to listen to it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
so
like, you will
funny.
stand here and you will listen, and we're putting it on regular speed. 'Cause I always play Sims on
Yeah.
like triple speed, but we go regular speed to listen to Tegan and Sara.
Yeah.
I used to make my Sims burn the house. I don't know, fight with
Burn
each
I mean,
other.
everyone
That's
did
what I
that, or
remember.
like die in the pool. They remove the stairs and then
Or
you
Yeah.
in
can.
GTA, I don't know why. What's my fascination was in GTA just to go to the bars or to the nightclubs and just beat everyone and
Oh my God.
or just to run
Yeah.
away. I just wanted to run away without getting caught or getting shot. You know, in GTA when you have to run away like to another country and you
Yeah.
swim in the ocean, I just wanted to do that with that. And I downloaded cheats and many like
Yeah.
ways to do that, but I never succeeded.
Yeah. But yeah, so on the list, there's video games, commercials, music videos that they appeared on that are not their own music videos, and also books. Because I think they
When
probably
did
did
they
like
appear in Mamma Mia? Oh my God.
Mamma Mia. Read it. Where? What does it say?
Oh no, that's not Mamma Mia. Sorry. I just I just read Mama and like this Mama Yama, whatever that's when they
Oh,
performed Alligator for the kiddos. I was like, Mamma Mia, alligators is what is
oh yeah.
it
So
the
there's
ABBA
a
one?
version of Alligator that is kid friendly that they did.
Alligator is kid friendly.
It's not.
It is. What does
She
she say in
says.
it?
She says. I have to pull up the
She
lyrics because
doesn't
I don't have the
curse.
lyrics.
That's before
No,
they
she doesn't.
curse.
She says like she'd rather die. What
I
is
don't
it?
remember that.
Die without something. Die without.
Die without. Oh, it's fine. Everyone dies. Sorry,
Wow.
kids. Sorry, kids.
Well,
Bad
I guess
news.
a different version that they did for Mama
Everyone
Yama.
lives
Is
forever,
that a
happy
kids
ever.
channel on YouTube or is it something else? I'm
I
not
don't know, but
sure.
there's like she's wearing her red like
Yeah,
cardigan
they
or
have a
I don't
video.
know.
It's
She's so
really
cute.
cute. Maybe Kenzie can
Yeah.
put like a picture for people.
Mm. Yeah,
Um,
that I remember that's when I was like, mommy. First time I encountered the mommy.
you're so funny.
I feel like okay, Lego Movie probably reached more people between the movie and then the Oscars, but it wasn't their song, so I feel like the Grey's Anatomy is more impactful because it like if people liked the song, they might look them up and then they
So
would like
Grey's
the
Anatomy
album
was impactful at the time because at the
Mhm.
time they weren't. It's what I think. It's what made them bigger in a way at the time. But
Yeah.
the Lego Movie, because the Lego Movie impacted, like I don't know if it impacted their career in a way that people were like, oh, I'm gonna listen to
Look
Tegan and
them up.
Sara now.
Yeah.
It was just
Yeah.
more like people were aware because they listened
Yeah.
to it. Like literally millions of people were watching. So they were like, oh, who are they? And then they were like, for the
Yeah.
5 minutes, they were aware of them. So that
Yeah.
put them like out there. But I think Grey's Anatomy impacted their career at the time more than the Lego Movie, I think. Like if you compare the two times,
Yeah, I
you know
just
what I
think like
mean?
in terms of like recruiting fans, like if fans heard their music on Grey's Anatomy and then like looked them up, like
Yeah,
that's actually their song that's on an album that's out right now, then they can, listen to it. Like
yeah,
compared to
yeah,
the Lego Movie.
because the Lego song is just a song that you hear and then you're like, it's in your head, but you
Yeah.
don't. People don't look for the artist like as much as they would, I think,
Yeah.
for
And I mean,
Grey's
it's like
Anatomy.
very impactful too, like to have them like on that stage like, in front of all
But
these
it
people.
was definitely a highlight, like the Oscars for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, Kinsey says it's still impactful. Did you read that? I don't know. For people
I
who watch
didn't.
the show now, because the Where Does the Good Go was in a very
Oh yeah, and
important scene,
today,
which I
still today,
agree.
people who start watching it for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think
I
like what Kinsey was
expected.
saying, and even still like because the scene was like I don't even know what it is, but the scene was very important in the show, so they're still like attached to the song, even if they
And the
watched it
lyrics
whenever they
themselves,
watched.
they invite people. Like when I
Yeah.
first heard "Look me in the eye, tell me you don't find me attractive," this it's like
Mhm.
it stings you. So you want to know who's singing that, what are these lyrics, and you want to hear more songs from
Mhm.
this band. I'd expect Sandra Oh's character last scene. That's why it's very impactful. I love Sandra Oh. I expected high school to bring a lot of fans as well, and I think it is already bringing fans. I'm not sure though. I guess that we can see that later on this aftermath. But what I didn't expect was the book getting fans or recruiting people. And
Well,
it
yeah,
did succeed doing that. I mean, we have Marley, for example,
yeah,
For
it
sure.
live
wasn't.
reenactment.
I can see why you would say that because like you'd think like this is
Mm.
for people who are already invested,
Mm.
like it was weird that I just
Yeah,
thought it
it's
was
a
like, oh,
memoir.
okay, of
People don't
course.
read memoirs. I'm gonna be
But
honest. People
it
don't read
happens
memoirs.
because like
Yeah,
it still calls people attention.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
You know, even without the music itself, it could be something that people get attracted to before the music, just how it happened to Marley, even though she was listening to Tegan and Sara her whole life because she lived in Canada.
Mhm.
It was this that was like, oh, that's interesting. I want to check that out.
yeah, and like it will like catch a few people like that, but I think it's like you said, like less likely to because it seems like
Hmm.
it's the audience. I think anyway is like people that already are interested.
Already aware. Yeah.
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 Yeah,
As
but it's
opposed to
written
the
in
show
such a
where
way
like
that it's like a novel. It's written in a way that attracts
yeah,
people. It's not written in a boring, like I did this with my life and then this happened in my life.
yeah.
It's very interesting to read. And I noticed that from the comments on TikTok.
The show might attract people just because people are interested in like a coming of age story. It's set in the 90s. It like just looks interesting if you see a trailer for it or whatever. Where like if you just see this, like you don't really know like what it's about. You know?
Yeah.
With the
Like
show,
between
where
the
I think
two,
the
the
show
show
would
is more attractive for
bring in
people
new people. Yeah.
who are not aware of Tegan and Sara than the book, but it still happens.
Yeah.
You are like
I
The
wanted
real
to
life
say that
example.
the comments on TikTok on your TikTok, Debbie, when you post a high school edit or on any high school edit TikTok, I noticed that people
yeah.
are like, I want to read the book. I just bought the book. I just finished the book, or I'm very excited to finally read the book
Or
and see
people like
what's
there's
going
a
on.
book. People
Oh
are like
yeah,
there's a
there's a
book.
book, really? And we're like,
Yeah.
yeah, this is the
So
real
check
life
it
of
out.
Tegan and Sarah. Oh, they're real. Those people are real.
Oh
Yeah, they
yeah, some
are.
people don't even know
Yeah.
that it's like a real
Yeah.
life story. I think
Yeah.
that's so
God,
cool that like people are interested and then they go check it out. It's great.
I hope it
Yeah. And then
gets
like
a
we
wider
know what happened.
audience.
We know what happens because it happened to all of us. Like there's just something that hooks you, and then you're like, I need to know more.
Yeah.
And
That is
you
true. Yeah.
yeah, get invested. They have that effect
Um
of
yeah, it's true. The song that we have for analysis today is Make You Mine This Season because
Hmm.
it's Christmas. Um and like I think lyrics wise it's pretty straightforward is you know like a
but
song
I think
for
it's kind of like I don't know if I'm being dramatic by saying like groundbreaking, but to have like a female singer saying like you're the only girl I've got on my list, like that's like I mean, I don't think I know any other songs that say like that explicitly, like I'm a
Yeah.
woman who likes this girl and I want you to be mine for Christmas, for life, whatever. Like
yeah, no, I agree. I think that like how Christmas songs people listen to them, but queer people, it's the first time. I mean, I don't know if it's the first time. I'm sure there are other songs, but like at least in the mainstream like movie that was like impactful, the song was on, and then
Mm.
people finally, like queer
And
people
it's a
finally
very
related to
impactful
a
movie. That's
song.
true. Yeah, and
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's like
because
yeah.
it's
the,
explicit too. It's not like hinting at like, oh, maybe I like this girl. It's like
I mean,
in your
it's
face.
not Last Christmas, even though we know
Yeah,
that George Michael is queer, but it's not
yeah.
Last Christmas.
it's not
So,
as explicit, and I think that
mm.
it's a movie. It's a holiday movie. Not Towers. It's a holiday movie that queer people can relate, because for a lot of queer people, the holidays is a difficult time, because a lot of queer people they don't, because their families are not supportive and stuff. They have to choose their own families and stuff. And then during Christmas, it's a hard time because they don't have, you know, like straight people have the support, and they see their families. Like when it's Christmas, you see your family, and then it's like you feel like you don't belong and stuff like that. Like for a lot of people, that's the experience. And then having
Mm.
having like something that can relate, that they can relate to during the holiday time, the holiday season, holiday time, I think it's very impactful. I think um like it made a difference for a lot of people. So I think the song is really important in general for
Hmm.
the queer community. And it's like, I think it's great that they have that, and they wrote it with Alex Hope, who also produced
The
it.
producer of
Hey, I'm
Him.
just
was
like
it Him
you.
Just Like You? Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like even like all of that, like I think it's really impactful and meaningful, but it's also just a bop. Like it's a good
Oh
Christmas
yeah,
song.
like
Like
yeah,
It is a
it's a
bop,
good
yeah.
song. On top of it, it's like
yeah.
great song just to listen
It
to,
is
even if
very
it's not
nice. Yeah.
Christmas.
I
Yeah,
was just listening to it before we got on this call because I wanted to like hype myself up, and it's just a good song.
Yeah. I love listening to it. I don't celebrate Christmas, and but I love this song. I listen to it a lot, and just I can relate, I guess. I don't know. It's
Hmm.
nice.
yeah.
Make you mine in any other season, not just this season.
Yeah.
Any season.
Season 1 or 2.
Um, I think that was it for today. I wanted to give a shout out to Brittany and Emily. They commented on our first podcast on YouTube.
Oh,
So thank you so much for listening and commenting. If people want to comment, go ahead, send us questions. If we're saying any nonsense, please let us know, because we're not perfect. We probably make a lot of mistakes. So if we said anything that doesn't
we're
make sense,
chaotic and we're okay with it. So
yes. Marley, do you want to say your handle if people want to find you out there?
Sure. Yeah, I'm crying to the ocean on Twitter. The 2 is the number 2, which is not my choice, but with the word 2, it's too long for the handle.
It's the number 2 instead of TO.
The word 2. So
Crying to the
crying
ocean.
to the ocean.
Yes, you can find us. Oh, I wanted to say that we do this podcast, like we have visuals, so it's like you can watch it on YouTube, but we do have a SoundCloud, and we're working on having a Spotify. Maybe, we don't know. So
mhm.
if you are listening to it instead of watching, and then we're talking about like images and stuff, you can always go on YouTube and see the stuff. I think I'm going to also add like links and photos and stuff on Twitter. Maybe we'll see how that goes. Like we're pretty chaotic, so whatever
We're
happens,
just getting the
happens.
hang of it. We just started this.
Yeah,
It's just a wild idea. One day at midnight, we're
literally the
like,
third episode, so
we
we're
like to
still figuring
talk,
things out.
so
Yeah.
let's make a podcast.
So
And
if you're listening instead of watching, and then you want to see the stuff, you
mhm,
can go on YouTube. A lot of
yeah,
like we're gonna be there. And
we'd
you can
also
find.
like to thank. Yeah, continue. No.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, we'd like to thank everyone who's involved in the making of this podcast.
Yeah,
Behind the scene people like Kenzie right now.
yeah, for sure.
Claire who paid for the subscription.
Of the
Yeah.
Zoom, yes. Thank
Of
you,
the
Claire,
Zoom,
so
that's
much.
very important. Yeah, and
Yeah,
Dominique who edited or is editing the last episode,
yeah.
and
Ash too. She edited the
Ash too.
first one.
Yeah, and she was on the first episode as well.
Yeah,
And
for
it's
sure.
just a whole
Hopefully,
group in the
group of
making.
people. Yeah, hopefully we'll get more
Yeah,
people
making this.
to participate in
Um,
future
and
episodes.
hopefully we'll get more guests as well. to
Hopefully,
be on the
yeah.
podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
And tell us
And
what you want us to talk about if you have like any like,
if you have any topics that you want to talk about,
yeah,
also, if you want to be on the
related to Tegan and
podcast,
Sarah. Mm,
if you want
yeah,
to
you
be
can
on the
do that.
podcast, you can be as a guest and you can pick a topic.
As
Let
long
us
as it
know.
works with my with my
Schedule.
time.
Yeah, Miriam has her time zone is really
Crazy.
different than ours, so we can try to figure out like a time that everyone can do it. But
It's
if you do
fine.
want to be
It
on the
can work.
podcast, you are welcome to. We can have you as a guest, as a fan, and then you can tell us your story. You can discuss Tegan and Sarah with us for sure. We would love that. You can find us on Twitter.
Hmm.
Wanna Talk TNS Pod on Twitter and everywhere else, SoundCloud, YouTube. I think if you type that, you will find us. And I think that's it. Oh, my handles and Miriam's. I'm on Twitter. I'm not TNS. No, I am.
Well, that's true.
I forgot my Twitter.
TNS, not TNS lyrics.
Jesus. Okay, go back. My handles
Yeah.
are not TNS lyrics on Twitter and Paroko Debbie on TikTok. I post Tegan and Sarah edits on TikTok. Miriam,
Mine is want the maximum, but I'm thinking of changing that for
that's
the
fine.
meantime.
They can
I
know
change,
which one is your new one in the next episode.
yeah, so I always have either my picture or a Tegan and Sarah picture or a Sarah picture, and I call Sarah mommy a lot on I'm sorry, Sarah Quinn, if you ever watch this, you're not gonna watch this, but if anyone sends you this, I'm very sorry, but you are my mom. You just don't know it.
Imagine one day they like watch our podcast and they're like, what the fuck are they doing?
They're not gonna watch it. No, they're not gonna watch it. No, no, no. Anyway,
So tune
but
in,
yeah, my name is
tune in
Mar,
next
and
week.
I might pick a new handle. I like the analysis of Bitter Funhouse. I was like, in the Bitter Funhouse now. I think I
Tune in
might
next week to find out Miriam's new handle.
if I change it. If I change it. I had the best. I had Spark Before Dark, and it was just taken away from me. Somebody took it, and I can't get it back. Well, not somebody. It's
Oh.
my old account took it, and I can't log into that.
Oh no. I liked when I liked when you had Conhood. That was the best.
Conhood. That was good.
Should I get back to Conhood?
I think you should.
Did you save it?
Yeah, it just felt like it's a word that I don't want to say. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's
Okay.
to me good.
We don't know what word
Good.
that is, so I think it should be fine if you have it as a handle, but it's up to you. I really liked it.
Okay, good.
Conhood was great.
Yeah,
Iconic.
good.
Okay, thanks for
I'll get back to
joining.
Conhood.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Like Sarah's bye. How was it?
It was like this.
No, it was like